Welcome to Crow and Klein here today with a daily energetic check-in. I'm using the messages from your animal spirit guides, oracle cards, and your card of focus is Chameleon. What a pretty card, right? It says, stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. Sound advice, right? Like, even if you believe that you have the right answers for whatever dilemma or situation is at hand, or maybe you just think you have a better way of handling things, right now it's best to just allow things to unfold without intervening or giving guidance, right? Just pay attention. See what's happening in the situation. Just be more of a witness observer. I mean, you're simply by being there, you're already participating. So there's no need to subtly or blatantly push your own agenda on those around you. Okay. Practice contracting and expanding your energy field, your aura. You can do this to the point where others may not even notice you, which means you can be more unobtrusive and more easily blend with your surroundings. Okay, this is something really good for everybody to practice. So don't get me wrong, this is not a call to be passive, okay? Just wait and contain yourself until you know with certainty that it's time to step up, until you know that it's time to let your presence be known, okay? And when it is time, when it is really, truly time, do it quickly with focus and certainty. But until then, just flow with the situation. Stay in flow instead of trying to make something happen. Because whatever needs to happen in this situation, it's already in motion anyway. So just go with it. Release the need to control it. I love it. It's funny, this morning's reading talked a little bit about contracting and expanding the aura to the point that people might not see you, right? It's interesting. It's that witness observer energy that I'm kind of coming across a lot lately. So I have the Witch of the Forest. We're going to go ahead and dig into this. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I am super honored to be able to bring you these messages. Ooh, come on. There we go. Please keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective, so if it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not for you, and that's okay. If it reminds you of someone, please feel free to share it. And I am happy to be with you on your journey. Thank you for showing up. All right. What are we doing here, Chameleon? Going with the flow. That's what, whoa. Okay. Yeah. So the Five of Swords, that's it's kind of a fighty energy, right? It's kind of a bully energy. It's winning at all cost. Which is interesting because Chameleon is like, don't force yourself on others at this point. Just sit back. So sometimes with the Five of Swords, we forget what we're actually fighting for or fighting about. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is winning. Okay, so this is what we need to step away from in whatever the situation, or, you know, as Chameleon says, that, you know, quote unquote dilemma you may be dealing with in your life right now. So current situation, winning at all cost. In your energy is the Chariot. So this is something that you need to overcome. Maybe, you know, maybe you're the one in your family or your group who always has the answer, who always knows what to do, right? And And that's, I mean, that's a great skill to have, but sometimes we have to let those people do those things. Sometimes it's not even that. It's there. This is a time to observe, because whatever is happening is already in motion. So the obstacle for you is to be able to sit back and observe. Okay, because you're already participating on some level. All right. Forward momentum, overcoming obstacles, and yeah, keep in mind we have the world coming up. So this is ending a karmic cycle for you, right? It almost kind of feels like the calm before the storm. Why did I say that? It's not even that. It's like it's an ending. It's like you don't have to be in a fighty mode right now. To sit back and observe. This is part of ending this cycle, okay? That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, you're being asked to step away from this Five of Swords kind of bully energy, because you can't take that with you. You're ending a cycle. You're going to be starting fresh. Yeah, look to your inner wellspring. Look to your inner strength, okay? That part of you has tamed those lower vibrational emotions, right? Like fear and anger and jealousy and lust and, you know, all of those things. You know to step into those higher vibrational emotions when dealing with situations or dilemmas or conflict or whatever, right? This is infinite. You built this up. You earned this. This is for you. This is yours. No one can take it away from you, okay? There's a lot of courage with this strength card. But more importantly, that control. Okay, so you have this, and it's coming out underneath this Five of Swords, which, yeah, you're going to be able to sort of step away from the conflict and be that witness to what's unfolding. When it's time to say something, you'll know. But until then, just sit back and watch, okay? Under the Chariot, we have the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, okay? This is about making sure that you have healthy boundaries, right? And the Nine of Wands does, because they've collected all the wisdoms from all of these horrible things, situations, people, events that keep coming at them, right? The great thing about the Nine of Wands is the incredible resilience that it takes to, you know, when you get knocked down, you get right back up, you dust your britches off, and you keep going. You get knocked down. You can't stop. You can't stop the Nine of Wands. Very, very, very persistent. The resilience is incredible. But this is in your energy, okay? Healthy boundaries. You've got to have boundaries for whatever reason in this situation. Don't get triggered. Okay, under the World is the Four of Swords. This is great. Once this is complete, you're going to be able to rest and recover. So just stay quiet, calm. You know, it kind of almost feels like your calming energy in this situation is going to help calm the entire situation, right? Maybe that's the way that you're participating. Stay in the background and adapt to the situation. Wow, under that Strength card, you have the Three of Swords. This is a heartbreak, broken heart, painful heart. Someone hurt your heart, right? It is now the swords of the mind, and if you know, if you see my readings before, you know that I always caution when the Three of Swords comes up, because oftentimes we make those heartaches, heartbreaks, those things that we feel have been done to us that have broken our hearts. We tend to make those part of our narrative, and by that I mean we use them to define who we are. Okay, and with this coming out under the Strength card, you've had your heart broken. But these, to me, with the Strength card, were there for a purpose of you understanding and observing and feeling all of these lower vibrational emotions that come with the heartache and the sadness and the grief and the loss and all of that, in order to differentiate between the lower and the higher vibrational energies of those emotions. Okay. You already have these wisdoms within you. You know. Maybe that's kind of what you need to take a little action on, and you'll know when to do that. Maybe the action is literally just letting go, right? Yeah, and here's the Ten of Wands. So I just said maybe it's just letting go, and the Ten of Wands is about laying down your burden. So it's an end, it's a completion, you're completing, right? It's an ending. Tens are an ending. And you'll be able to lay that heavy burden down. Okay, and the weight of the world on your shoulders. Sometimes it's not just your burdens. You know, and if you're the person, like Chameleon says, that's always, rushing in to tell someone what to do or how to do it, chances are you're carrying a lot of burdens that aren't yours to carry too. Not that that's a horrible thing. But if it's causing any of this heartache, heartbreak whatsoever, then you become this silent witness, observer, and it's going to give you information that you need. We have the Queen of Wands coming up under the Swords. So yeah, I mean, you know how I feel about the Queen. Queen doesn't ever take a direct approach. It's always fun and magical and creative and fiery and juicy and, a trailblazer. You put an obstacle in front of the Queen of Wands and she'll find a way, right? Oop, I'm back. Okay, so yeah, so stay in the background. And here we have the Magician, who's kind of, I guess, could be in the background, but it's basically about transmuting energy into the physical world, right? Manifesting the energies into material, into the earthly plane, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So even by just sitting back and observing, you're doing something. This is what this is saying. Like, your presence is necessary as a witness, not as judge, not as jury, merely as an observer without judgment. Okay? It feels like your energy is needed in that situation. Not to push your agenda, but just to be. You might be the grounding energy for whatever it is. Oh. And you might be the truth seer too, right? Because the Queen of Swords can see the truth or a lie a mile away. And yet she still beckons humanity towards her. It almost has sort of a moderator feeling to this. Very interesting. All right, let's go ahead and get one more card. Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups. So there's some kind of, there's going to be some sort of proposal or quest or message coming to you through this process. Okay. Something good. I mean, the Knight of Cups, it can be good news about something. right? Yeah, it does really feel like you're kind of a grounding energy in this situation. So maybe that's what it is. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I'll see you next time.